So what do you need to set up a homeschool? Do you need an entire new set of books? Do you need to purchase a curriculum? Do you need an online tutor? Do you need to get affiliated to some kind of group? Well, of course you can do all or any of those, but you don't actually need a curriculum when you're homeschooling. You will eventually need to demonstrate to your local authorities that your child is learning for a certain number of hours in the week, but you don't actually have to have a curriculum. So putting that aside, the world of learning opens up in a very different way, and I'm here to hold your hand in that process. My emphasis is on the prepared environment. What do I mean by that? Let me try and explain. My system, I would call it more of an approach, is that I say your child actually has within them an internal structure of what they need to acquire information, learning experiences, which will work with their inner being and help them do and be who they have come here to be in the world. So it's called the innate. It's saying that your child has an internal guidance system. And your job as the parent, the one who brought that child into the world, is to enable that process. So here's how it goes. As you know, because they're a child, they don't know everything, but if they're asked, they will know preferences. I like this, I don't like this. And your job is to observe and watch and prepare for that. The preference is the first step to learning. So your job isn't to ferry round collecting bits of information. Your job is to prepare the environment. And what I mean by that is the physical environment, your home, if you have an outside space, a balcony or garden. Also, your emotional self, you the parent, and your mental agility and your preconceptions to learning, your openness towards the process. So it's preparing you, as well as your environment, to help your child learn the most exciting learning journeys that they can have. So that might be enabling your child to have access to vast databases which are online, computer, digital libraries, systems, online groups, different research platforms. It might well be that it's through the window, let's say, of the computer into the internet. It may well be that, possibly. But what you will actually start to find as you prepare your physical environment and you look at things differently, which is what I'm going to help you do, see your world through fresh eyes, you will find that every single process around you, everyday objects, processes, involve enormous amounts of learning, and you can help unfold, open and extrapolate from those everyday processes. So I'm here to help you, say, adapt your kitchen so that it can also become a laboratory. So that cooking is not just about eating, it's about pleasure, but it's also about scientific discovery. It's about chemical bonds. It's about the effect on temperature. It can be about chemistry, physics, biology. It can be about your health. It can be about the structure of things. You can chop open a tomato and it's a piece of art you start looking at. Geometry, mathematics. It's ridiculous how interrelated our world truly is once we start to see it through the fresh eyes. And we're so used to seeing things divided up into little classroom segments that we forget that the very process of ironing a shirt contains enormous quantities of learning potential. So I'm here to help you look at your environment afresh and restructure it. It doesn't mean buying lots of things. Mostly it just means repurposing what you have, rearranging it, slightly adapting the structure you're living in so that your child can find what they need to in their grand learning adventure. So I hope this makes sense to you, because on some level, it should. It's the common sense within us. It's this knowing. We don't usually have time to look about us and appreciate all the processes in all of the objects that we use in our daily life. But even if we took 10, if you took 10 everyday objects and laid those in front of your child, you would have enough occupation for an entire week's worth of learning, if not more. That's where I'm going to help you. Look with fresh eyes at yourself, at your preconceptions, your perceptions, and your environment, your physical, your mental, your emotional environment, so that you will become a powerful force in enabling your child to learn and to fulfill the opening, the unfolding of their destiny on this learning development process that we call life. So I'll see you soon, and please do feel free to ask me questions, but you'll see I have various different packages. I have the entire package for your child where they adapt to this new kind of learning. It also includes my one-on-one work with you to help you see your environment in a very different way and to literally help you make those physical, mental and emotional changes. So I so much look forward to seeing you. Ask me questions if you like via email, and I'll be more than happy to answer. See you soon. Bye-bye.